They call me Mr. Rollin', 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 rollin' up. Mr. Rollin', rollin',
So
rollin', rollin'.
I've been, as I mentioned before, I was doing a fair amount of research on what digital distributor I would like to work with, and along with those articles that I pulled up, I've also been watching a bunch of videos, and I started to actually engage and comment um, on some of these videos, and I've gotten feedback from some people. Um, Now, majority of these I feel like are, I don't know if this guy is anyone really big, so to speak, anyone that actually has true knowledge on the industry and the different distributors out there. But, usually these are people that have personally signed up with one or two of them and are at least using. So this guy in particular, he's actually using Horus Music, the company based in the UK. Like I said, I'm waiting for them to respond to my email. So until they respond to my email, they're kind of on the back burner. This guy's a bit confused. TuneCore is just fine. CD Baby and AWOL are not fine. They take a commission. This person ended up responding to that, basically saying, or actually, no, that wasn't that one. Someone else had responded to this, basically saying, this person's wrong. So you're going to get that a lot of times. This person's wrong, this person's right. But this guy actually, like I said, it was actually his video that I was watching, and he actually got back to me because he said he's actually using AWOL now. He was kicked off of DistroKid. So you can definitely go and check out his video if you're curious why he was kicked off DistroKid. It kind of just seemed like a weird situation to me based off of his video and the exchange that he mentioned. Doesn't really make sense, but it kind of left me with you know, a bad taste in my mouth, so to speak, in terms of wanting to actually follow that trend with everyone else and jump on DistroKid. Um, so what did I respond? What did I say? So why AWOL and not CD Baby or TuneCore? Then this girl said, God's a bit confused. TuneCore is just fine. CD Baby and AWOL are not. They take commission. Here's the response that I was talking about a moment ago. He says, true, TuneCore doesn't take commissions, but unlike CD Baby and AWOL, you will need to pay an annual fee for each of your releases. An album release will cost you more for a second year onwards. So that's the other thing with TuneCore. Um, it does cost more after the first year. YouTube content ID, a paid option, is free on other distribution services. Unlike unless you're a big artist and a beast on social media, it will take a while for you to profit from your music through TuneCore. I responded to him saying, Redder, what do you suggest out of them all? My issue with DistroKid are all of the additional fees, but I like the 100% commission as well as the option of buying into the legacy add-on. But again, it's with an extra fee. I won't be releasing a song a day or anything crazy, so I've been thinking CD Baby could be a good alternative. What do you think? He never responded to me. This Redar guy, Redder, I think it's probably pronounced. I don't even know. But Indie Music Academy finally got back to me. Mr. Roll It Up. I chose AWOL because I had to migrate an entire catalog of songs all at once and wanted to avoid paying a huge upfront cost with CD Baby and TuneCore. Is just a total waste of money for me right now because of the yearly fees per song. Yikes. If I'm getting 1 million streams a day, then I'll move my catalog to TuneCore, maybe. But AWOL was the best pricing model for my situation at the time. 15% share of revenue and no additional fees for distribution and no upfront or annual fees for uploading or storage, storing my songs forever with AWOL. Think about it. 80-20 rule of life. 80% of my revenue comes from only 20% of my songs. That's just how it is. Only a small percentage of your songs will be hits. So with a revenue share, I'm only paying for the songs that are making me money. So I'm always net positive, and I'm not paying yearly fees or any costs on the majority, 80% of the songs that flop, which could cost me more money than I make if people don't stream enough. For a rising artist in this streaming era, that pays nothing. That seems to make the most sense to me. Find other ways to monetize because streaming won't pay your bills. I don't miss that 15% because I'm not setting up my career to rely on streaming at all. To answer your second question, what did I ask him? What was my question again? So why AWOL and not CD Baby and TuneCore? Okay. Now to answer your second question, some other distributors with 100% payout to artists are Amuse.io and United Masters. I've been told they are good DistroKid alternatives, although I cannot vouch because I have not used them personally. Let me know what you decide. Interesting. So he didn't even, when I said why not CD Baby or TuneCore, he didn't even really, for my particular situation, he didn't even like really respond to why not either of them. He just basically said, hey, you should try one of these other two providers. And I actually hadn't really, I'm familiar with United Masters. Of course, they're all over the place, all over Instagram. They're kind of killing it right now. I think what's his name, Steve Stout. Um, another bald brother. They're doing well. They're doing their thing. So I'm definitely familiar with them, but I actually haven't looked into their pricing. I haven't looked into like anything with them really, to be honest. So, we can come over here, quickly look at their website. What do I only see? So what I'm kind of thinking of doing, since I'll be honest, I kind of want this to be a good learning experience for myself, but I might be able to help some of y'all that are also trying to learn, figure out, and make the best decision. Um, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I release like one song on United Masters, one song on DistroKid, one song on TuneCore, one song on CD Baby. Maybe just kind of record, track the whole situation, the whole process. It might cost me more money because I'm going to be paying for one single song for each of these and not like an EP or an album, which is what I was initially thinking I was going to do. But if it allows me to kind of track my journey and help better educate and inform some of y'all that are trying to learn and figure out the same things, that might be helpful, and it's a win-win situation in that sense. So if we come up here, what does it cost to distribute your music? There are no upfront fees to get started with United Masters. However, for tracks you distribute with us, we take 10% share of revenue. So the funny thing is, the guy in that video, some other distributors with 100% payout to artists, and so it's not 100% payout because, as you can see right here, clearly says they're taking 10% share of revenue. We already know CD Baby, for example, they're only going to take 9%. So that already kind of might make you want to lean towards someone else, but we'll keep that idea in the mix. Consider United Masters as someone to drop a singles. Like I said, maybe that single idea might be a good, dope little idea. And it's just like we just do it for the first song, each of my songs. But the one that I'm thinking I'll probably definitely keep my music on. Like I said, if they don't do that well, it's CD Baby. So I'm thinking maybe at least what I think will be my biggest song or something like that. Maybe I try with CD Baby, or maybe I try with someone like United Masters. Then we can go through the process of shifting them over to another distributor if need be. So yeah, I think that's what we might do. I don't know, something I'm gonna think about a little bit more. But again, what do you guys think? Initially, I was gonna have this video just be between CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid, and Horus Music, but maybe we throw United Masters in the mix as well. I'm not even gonna look at Amuse.io at this time, or maybe I should. So they say you get upload all your music for free and you keep 100% of your rights and royalties. So that's not a bad deal. Now the question is, how do they make their money? Where are there going to be additional fees that they're going to start to charge you on? Because there are definitely going to be some additional fees in here somewhere. Okay, so they supposedly make it free because music distributor, record labels can find people here, and that's how they make their money with the deal. Okay, maybe. All right, so here is their little competitive graph, which of course they're going to want it to make them look the best. So they might not include some of the other things that do have additional fees, but maybe not. Maybe they mention everything. Let's look at this really quickly. Open for everyone. Yep. So they don't require you. So the ones we're looking at, like we said before, United Masters isn't listed here. But all right. So Amuse 0% commission. They won't take anything. DistroKid won't take anything. TuneCore won't take anything. CD Baby does take that 9% that I mentioned before. If you wanted to post a single, Amuse won't cost anything. It's free. But then again, with DistroKid, you have to pay that $20 annual fee. With CD Baby, it's just $10 for that one single, as well as TuneCore $10 for that one single per year. So again, TuneCore has an ongoing yearly fee. CD Baby, only a one-time fee, but they do take 9%. DistroKid, $20 per year, but they don't take anything, and it's unlimited. Album costs, same thing. It's free under Amuse. DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore all have costs. Again, CD Baby, it's just that one-time $49 fee. I think now it's $29. TuneCore, I believe it's $29.99 for the first year, and then I think it goes up to the $49.99 after that each year. Chance to get signed. So they actually have some kind of system or something like we were just mentioning a moment ago. That's how they are able to provide their service, their platform for free. Offers advance. They do give you some sort of forward. CD Baby and DistroKid do not, but I think this is direct advance, as in money that you can get. If I know TuneCore does have some sort of system in place where if you did well on one album, then with your next album, if you expect to do well and make a certain amount of money, they give you kind of direct advance access to a percentage, or I don't know how they calculate it, but they'll give you basically the ability to get money in advance before you actually make sales. Now, like I was saying a moment ago, this doesn't mention a lot of other additional, the barcode fee, for example, monetization on YouTube, on Facebook, Shazam. There's a lot of additional things that could be listed in this chart, in this graph, that they don't include. So that just makes me wonder or think that, okay, there are fees that they will charge you. But in terms of those regular, just to sign up with them or just to get your music up there and keep it up there, it seems like those things are free. So Amuse might not be a bad option as well. Let's go to, let's do like, yeah. Yeah, I might have to just check out my dude Pay Us No Mind over here, because he's pretty good with his videos. He's informative. I do follow. I am subscribed to his videos as well. Um, all right, here we go. How do I monetize on YouTube? Let's see if they actually have that ability. Muse protects and monetizes music on YouTube. This means that you will collect payment from everyone using your music if it has content ID in their videos. When music is detected in YouTube video with another owner, this is the message they will receive. Ads might appear on your video. As you can see, it is not clear that it is not a copyright strike, as the content ID to your music belongs to Muse. You will get this message when uploading your own music as well. But there's nothing we can do about that. Just remain sure that this music is yours, as well as the money payments from YouTube is withdrawn from the app, same as other stores. We cannot guarantee the content ID will be provided to your music, as YouTube has specific criteria to what content can have content ID. Must own exclusive rights to a substantial body of original material. Read more about YouTube. How do I copyright? All right, so sounds like they will collect that as well. Let's see if there's like a mistake or an issue. Our connection is made by stores themselves, and sometimes they get it wrong. We would love to help you make it right. Fill out this form. All right, so I don't think they charge you any additional fees to help with moving your music if it's put in the wrong place. Yes, of course, I'm used to distributors. Most of the stores, there are hundreds. So you know, exclusive contract with Amuse, so you can post on other stores and stuff like that. If it's not in a particular store that they have access to. Why can't I find music? What's the other thing I was going to look for? Let's see this. No, you cannot set your release to pre-order with the Muse. So I don't know if that means you can't set it to a release date, or just meaning like pre-orders for their release. Let's see what else we got over here. I mean, that was all the questions. I don't know why I said click more as if they had more questions here. This was everything. What the fuck? How do I monetize on YouTube? So, I mean, Amuse might not be a bad option. just seeing everything right now, it's making me think like, this could be a good alternative. Let's come over here to Reddit and see. Let's release my first real project. I put out some stuff before through SoundCloud and YouTube, but with this tape, I want to take the next step. So I've been looking into companies to distribute my music with and get up on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that good stuff. Now it's quite overwhelming, all the info, haha, but I've come down to these two, United Masters or Amuse. I was wondering if anyone here is with them, has been with them, and could share. I like Amuse for the obvious reason that it's entirely free, and I like that they have a RCM to track your stats and performance with, though I don't know how good and efficient it is. I like United Master for a couple of reasons with Steve Stout and Ben Horowitz. They appear to have a star-studded board. I like the attitude towards the industry and the mindset they promote through their Instagram, for instance. That's what I was saying before. They also seem to have a very promising RCM, which I would love to know more about. I'm a little iffy on the percentages they take, so if someone knows more about that, I would love to hear. Quite frankly, United Master seems almost too good to be true, if you know what I mean. I'm just kind of afraid that they talk real good, but don't really do the work they promise. And I've used Amuse and Distributor, both good experiences, and honestly, I'm not in it for the money. Both were smooth experiences, except for releasing longer albums with Amuse. My 14-track album took 2 weeks more than it should have and was approved and delivered on the expected release date instead of being approved 2 weeks prior when it should have been, so I could not submit a song for Spotify playlists. Besides that, Amuse is perfect. Amuse is nice. Fresh Tunes is free also, and they approve the record in less than 24 hours. Amuse takes a little bit longer to approve and upload the music. You can release two samples. I think they mean samples, one with the Muse and one with the other, and compare. And that's what I was saying before. I'm thinking of doing that. IIRC, United Masters is invite-only service. This is your first official music project. If this is your first official music project release, it might be best to request an invitation in order to determine whether or not. And I can't see that. Did that. They sent me an invite the day before yesterday. All right, so not that many responses in here, but one person did say what I was initially saying I might do, is just release a single on Amuse, maybe United Masters, maybe a single on each different platform, and just kind of track and keep a record of the experience. I kind of don't want to do that just because it might make things messy. It's a lot of work that I'll have to do, and it's not really necessary. But for my own personal knowledge and sake of knowing which one is easiest for me to work with in the future and moving forward, it wouldn't be a bad idea as well. It's kind of trial and error. So things to consider, but I did want to jump back in here really quickly and just show you guys the feedback I had gotten from this gentleman over here, and read one or two of those other comments that I had received as well from other people that was giving me some suggestions. So, I'll keep you guys posted, but wanted to, show you guys really quickly, where my head's at, and, what I'm currently working with as I try to make a good informed decision about what digital distributor I'd like to move forward with. Like I said, I'm going to probably slice this, this right. You may or may not know it, but this is a different video. If you look at the clock in the top right corner, you'll definitely see a difference in the time. So what I'll probably do is splice these together, make it just one longer video, in which, like I said, I'll add a little quiz or a little interactive, like a poll or survey in here. I don't know if I'll make it so it's public to other people, or if it's just going to be private and I get your feedback. But I think it would be helpful if you guys could leave, some suggestions about what you think makes the most sense, and about your personal experiences. If you are an artist or producer and you've used one of these guys before and you had a great experience, a bad experience, Anything that will help me with making a more informed decision about who I'd like to move forward with, that is much, much appreciated. But otherwise, y'all already know. Nice early in the morning. I'm about to keep it moving, keep getting some work done. Probably maybe splice together this video really quickly. I do got to work on some new beats and whatnot as well. So we keeping it moving over here. We grinding, enjoying ourselves, stress free. But I do want to make this music digital distributor decision this week. I've been kind of procrastinating on it a bit, and I have some songs that have been done for a little while. I could have been posted, but I just wanted to make sure I get everything in place and I don't just jump on DistroKid or who everyone's doing, and it don't make the most sense for me and what I'm trying to do. So yeah, let me know what you guys think though. Comment in the video, comment down below if you prefer to comment there. The quiz will only be viewable if you're watching this on MrRollItUp.com. So it's kind of like quickly come to my website and then you click on videos. Let's go to videos. I'm gonna probably change this layout a little bit, so it probably will look a little different. But as you can see here, even on this episode of episode 2 of Blunt Talk with Mr. Roll It Up, you can see first get here, you got this pop out that says answer the poll. So you can watch this from the beginning, which I would hope and I would imagine most people are doing. But if you're not, or if you're in a rush, you can just click on that, and then the poll is right here in the video, so it pops up. You can watch the video and hear exactly what I'm saying, but the question that I'm asking is, who do you think will win the 2020 presidential election? Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, or other? I'm going to say Bernie Sanders. And you can see so far for the people that have taken this quiz, 75% people think Bernie Sanders is going to win, 25% think Donald Trump, and they don't think Joe Biden or anyone else is going to win. So no Bloomberg, nope, no Mayor Pete, no, I like Elizabeth Warren, but she ain't going to win, at least from what the people think. So I'm going to have a similar quiz like this, or poll for Blunt Talk episode 3 regarding digital distributors. So let me know what you guys think. Come to, like I said, MrRollItUp.com, click on videos, and it'll probably be the top video when you get here. But all right, y'all already know what I'm about to do. Cheer. Peace.
Mr. Yeah. They call me Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin' up, Mr. Rollin' up. Mr. Rollin', 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 roll it up. Mr. Rollin', rollin'.